In this channel, we bring you the freshest discussions taking place in Japan's online community.
Chinese ambassador to Japan Wu Jianghao held a press conference at the Chinese embassy in Japan on the 30th. He criticized the Japanese media for often making negative comments about China, even when the issues aren't directly related, and asked them to avoid such expressions.
If they don't like being kept in mind, maybe they should be ignored instead. China is now dictating how Japan should report the news. We're already being quite considerate. We wouldn't say anything if they didn't intrude into the Sea of Japan. Stop violating territorial waters. They do it to the Philippines too. Just stop. It's the 21st century, yet they're still under communist dictatorship, controlling information and threatening neighbors with military power. What do you expect? The US and UK aren't making maritime advances. Enough already. Stop intruding on the Senkaku Islands. China seems pretty irritated. China's actions around the Senkaku Islands are already enough for Japan to take a defensive stance. Does China not own a mirror? It's embarrassing to be called stalkers by China, talking about reclaiming lost territory and dividing the Pacific. In this era is too much. The CCP is so greedy and troublesome. That's why they're disliked. China seems scared. They're acting more cautious than before. Don't worry, only the elderly watch China critical videos on TV and YouTube. You should realize you're disliked more. Worry more about Winnie the Pooh's economic illiteracy. We used to always say, Takeshima and Senkaku Islands are Japan's inherent territory. After complaints from China and Korea, it changed to, both Japan and China-Korea claim sovereignty, which was criticized by Japanese people as giving in too much. Now, it's Shimane's Takeshima and Okinawa's Senkaku Islands, to avoid complaints. We'll consider it once China stops its anti-Japan actions. Japan-China economic cooperation is facing difficulties. Translation: we want tribute, got it. China is kind of scared of Japan. Try boarding a Coast Guard ship with a knife. They see the US backing us. It's getting serious with China, kind of scary. China, we make the rules. Follow us. Japan, we follow international law and order. These conversations are impossible. You shouldn't talk about stirring up anti-Japan sentiment to distract your citizens. Apologize for Tiananmen first, even without stirring up anti-China sentiment. The Japanese dislike for China has been over 90% for the past decade. It's because of China's actions. China has made a lot of anti-Japan movies, right? The net is tightening around China. Well, there's no visa exemption for tourists, so this is understandable. When China pushes back, it reassures us we're on the right path. If they stay quiet, it makes us worry we might be wrong.
Did you find this video interesting? We'll keep bringing you fun topics from Japan's online community. Please subscribe to the channel and drop some comments.